And we're here for our Monday night call on March 16th. And our inspiration tonight is just going to come from a book that I'm a big fan of. It's called Millionaire Success Habits by Dean Grazowski. And he's the one that wrote, we did some time we spent on the 7 levels of why. So he's all about wealth and prosperity, but from a perspective of how do you achieve what you want. So, so being really crystal clear on your why is important, but also how do you get what you want? Very often in an industry like ours means how do we attract and influence other people that what we have can actually be the solution to what may fill a need or help avoid some pain in their life. So I just want to share a little bit from his chapter on this. And the first is a quote from Brendan Burchard from an interview he did with them that talked about confidence. And he said, if you want confidence, you generate it. You pull it from within, you summon it, you make it happen, you put it into play. And the more you do that over and over and over and over again, the more you'll gain that skill. Then it becomes easier for you to do it in a lot of different contexts. No one's going to ever be completely confident in every context, and they shouldn't be, but otherwise there'd never be an opportunity to learn. So he says, in order to gain confidence, we have to let ourselves be a little beginner be a beginner at the beginning. And again, talks about marketing and sales is really attraction and persuasion. And he said that the number one home run with that is that when you are offering somebody something that can improve their lives, that is the ultimate win. And we definitely have that. We'll be talking more about that tonight. The other thing he talks about is the fact that we have to be 100% convicted that what we have will help somebody else, and also that believe in what it is that we're offering, and also believe in ourselves. And said that once you have something that can help from somebody, it says, when you know that you are doing the right thing, you feel ethically obligated to help others and to take action. So I just thought I'd leave us with that. And again, this is one of my top reading recommendations. I'll put it in the comments what that is about.
Yep, good stuff. Love that book.
Yeah. So we're ready to move on.
All right. Well, good. So did we say what night it is and everything?
Yeah, it's Monday. Yeah, March 16th. Kind of a crazy week out there, right?
It's a little crazy out there in the world.
So we are Dee and Larry Korchin. We're here for our Monday night team time. Glad you guys joined in. I posted in our group, there are a lot of calls tonight that are here to support you. And how do we face and deal with what's going on in the world right now with a lot of people that are fearful and just a lot. Life is different than it was even a week ago. So we're going to spend some time on that tonight. And but before we do, want to do our up close and personal that we always do. And you want to take that introduction?
Yeah, up close and personal. Our friend Sarah Kreider is going to share with us tonight and just share a little bit about her journey as far as being a client and then a coach. And Sarah, we are so excited to hear from you tonight. Why don't you take it away?
Thanks, you guys. I'm so excited to be here and to be talking to you.
You're drifting from your mic somehow.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Maybe lean forward or project.
Lean forward, yeah, or project.
Is that better? Is that better?
Perfect.
Okay. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sarah. I have been a coach for about 1.5 years. And I have experienced so much from being a coach. I learned about Optavia through my friend Meg Johnson, who many of us know. And she brought me on as a client. And initially, I had zero intention of coaching. I was like, you know what? I just want to lose some weight. That's all I want to do. And as most of us know, the weight started coming off and people were noticing, especially my friends and family. So I think within the first month, I had 3 people that had approached me and they were like, what are you doing? I need some help. And Meg was like, you need to coach them. You need to be a coach. It's going to change your life. Just give it a try. What do you have to lose? And so I took a leap of faith and I decided that, yes, I'm going to coach these people. And within my first month of coaching, I got my CAB. So I became a senior coach. And the momentum was just really going. I was really just taken off with it. And I really enjoyed the feeling of helping other people. And especially since I was in my own health journey and having such great results, it was very powerful for me. And it was a really big reason for me to keep going. Um, so one thing that I noticed pretty quickly, though, is that I kept hearing everybody say, hey, there's a system that they have in place. You need to follow the system. The system works. Don't do it your own way. And I am the perfect example of somebody who didn't initially take that advice. I was trying to do it my own way, and I wasn't doing the health assessments the right way. I wasn't doing my 3, 3, and 3. And the clients that I started helping at first, once they became, or they started the maintenance plan and they transitioned, I was like, oh man, well, now what? What do I do? And it was hard. It was a really hard thing for me to go through because all of a sudden that momentum had stopped. And I was like, okay, how do I find more people to help? And so got some great advice from my coach and really started embracing the 3, 3, and 3. I think that social media and the consistency of having that appearance on social media is key. I mean, it is something that has taken me the entire time I've been coaching to learn. And I've gotten better at it. There's definitely been some times that I haven't been perfect on it, but it's something that I noticed that you never know really who's watching. And that's so true because there's people that have been watching from the beginning that they're like, I'm finally ready. And had I given up when I thought it wasn't working, then I wouldn't be helping those people today. So that is one big thing that I find I'm getting better at is being consistent on social media. Another thing is I know that so many people have heard and have been told that if your health is, if you're not being integrated with your own health, your business is not growing. And that is also true. There have been definitely some times in the past year and a half that I've fallen off the wagon. And I noticed that during those times, my business wasn't growing. I didn't feel the momentum to keep going. And the second that I changed that mindset around and jumped back on board, all of a sudden I had like 4 health assessments in a week. And I was like, this is unbelievable. Like what, I don't know what's going on here, but I remember that moment thinking, you know, there's something to this. And if I just follow the system and just keep at it, things are really going to work out. So, you know, right now I'm helping probably 12 different people get healthy. And I was talking to Meg today. I was just saying, you know, in this coronavirus scare and this time right now, I really felt a need to put myself out there and say, hey, we have something that you guys need. We need to build our immunity. We need to teach people how to get healthy. And it was like I saw a meme today and it was talking about how there's, you know, canned goods are gone and toilet paper is gone, but all of the fruits and vegetables are sitting there. Mm-hmm. And, you know, what does that say about our society? People don't really understand what eating right does for our bodies and how it makes us healthier. So I think that right now is a great time to be a coach. I think it's a great time to bring on more coaches. I am working hard at trying to bring on more coaches. And I think that if we just stay strong and, you know, keep the momentum going, even though it's a hard time, I think it's really going to take us far. So I've had a great experience being a coach. I love it. I really wouldn't change it for the world. I love being able to be home with my babies and, you know, with my husband. And I'm very thankful that doing this as one of my main jobs gives me the flexibility to still be working right now, you know? So I look forward to helping more people and yeah, that's what I've got.
Awesome. Sarah, thanks for sharing on that. That was great. And just full disclosure, Sarah and I didn't talk tonight. So when I start talking about what we're going to go over this evening, just again, Sarah nod, we did not talk earlier today. So, but anyway, so thank you for sharing. And that was perfect. It really just appreciate your words. So any thoughts?
Yeah, no, appreciate it, Sarah. It's been fun to see you grow. And I love that, exactly what you said, when we learn to follow the system. And then I've even seen a shift in your social media as well. You know, there's just definitely, we start to define our own style, and our personality comes out. It's been real fun to see that with you. So thanks for sharing tonight. And so Sarah made a great point that there's always that parallel between our own personal health and our mindset and what's happening in our business, right? How we're attracting and how our own clients are doing. So we've been having a lot of fun with our Back to Basics rally, and appreciate you guys who have been sharing publicly. Some of you guys have shared in our group, shared in the client group. So thank you for that. And so thanks to everybody who turned their results in. And we just want you to know, number one, no matter what, keep going with this, because it matters, and it's where the people who are actively involved, it's making a huge difference. So good turnout this week, and we decided this week there's going to be one drawing, and it is for the person who wins it gets to pick something off Optavia gear, pick out a new shirt, something logo, some swag, $30, and we'll get that shipped to you. We'll take care of shipping and get it shipped to you. So we're going to give that to the person that there was 10 people that did all 7 days of their Lifebook readings. And so we know that with what we've been covering lately, and like right now, this whole Lifebook is great. So I put all 10 names in a glass. You want to pick one out?
This is audited, by the way.
Does your hand fit in there?
My hand barely fits in there. All right.
Here we go. Our winner.
And the winner is Beth Bilton.
Yay,
Beth
Beth.
Bilton wins it.
Congratulations.
Way to go. See, there it is. Beth Bilton, Beth
Beth
Bilton,
Bilton.
Beth Bilton. So there it is.
All
So-
right. So very good. So Beth, go shopping on Optavia gear. Let me know what you want and your size.
Yeah, as we go through this, I do all the scoring, and I, pull everything in from those surveys, and, it's just impressive, again, as far as how hard you guys are working on this. And our goal for you is just to make this a habit, right? Just like all our other habits of health, just make it a habit and continue to grow and stay connected. As Sarah mentioned earlier, again, Sarah mentioned a lot of great stuff earlier, but she mentioned about being, just kind of connected and, again, growing in your health and continuing on. And that's exactly what this is about, because when we do that, again, we show up better and things happen better for us in our business. So moving on. So I can move on?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I can move on. So where we are tonight, we just wanted to talk about, again, trying to continue to share this gift with others. Now, again, where we are today is kind of unique. We lay out kind of what we're going to talk about for a month, but just where we are as far as this whole virus thing. I'm even more excited than I was last week when I mentioned how I thought this was a tremendous opportunity for us. You heard from Sarah saying, people need this. They need to work on their immune systems. I had posted actually something on that today as well. So the question is, how do we go about doing it? And I hope you have the same excitement I have. I'm having more conversations, and I'm having more interactions with people as far as what's going on out there. So that's fantastic. I love that. A lot of that is because of, again, what we've been doing. We've been consistent as far as posting out there, and people know who we are and what we're about. And again, can't emphasize enough the importance of being out there. But what are we looking for? What are we looking for? We're looking for people that are successful, people that have been successful on program, okay, that then want to take it to the next level to become a coach. And that's really what we're talking about tonight, about acquiring coaches to grow our business. All right. So how do we grow coaches? Now this, I pulled from different areas as far as teachings and educations we've had in the past. So some of this is repetitive, but that's important because we're all at different stages in where we are as far as coaches go. So one of the things is, it's having a good front line. Okay, having a good front line is always going to give you a pool of candidates, okay, to select from. When people are successful with their health journey and their health program, right, they're successful in other things as well, and they get it. The whole thing, once you understand the program and you're successful on program, to take that next step to become a coach is not that great. So when you look at coaching and you look at what you're trying to how you're trying to build your team and grow your business, having a solid front line of clients consistently is going to build in those coach candidates. Again, the ratios that we've heard from Optavia is every 4 to 5 clients represents 1 coach. Now, again, that's an average, and that's a ratio that they've set up over time. And we could go through dry spells. You know, you can have a dry spell for maybe 10 coaches, and then maybe you get or 10 clients, and then maybe you get a coach. But again, those are the ratios that have worked in the past and continue to work as far as Optavia goes. The other thing is you're looking for people that want something better. Now, again, what we're seeing right now is a huge opportunity for something better. I have to share. So my brother, I spoke with him today. He's furloughed. He got furloughed earlier today, and he's out of work. And I said, dude, I'm like, okay, sounds like it's time for you to become a coach, you know, because we're not furloughed. We've got plenty of work to do, and there's plenty of people out there to get healthy. So again, looking for people that have a need, okay, but also people that are successful in their lives. So I want you to take some time, okay, and think about the people, especially in your recent past, that said, oh, I'm too busy, okay? I'm too busy with kids programs. There are no kids programs anymore, okay, except for the kids in your house, right? So your whatever program you've designed for them in the short term. But there's no more kids programs right now. There's no more activities as far as your church. I know we went virtual. Our whole church went virtual. Okay, we're doing our small group Wednesday night. It's going to be shortened, but it's going to be online. So there's a lot of time that's being readjusted right now, which may open up the opportunity to a conversation, to look at something else. And there's a lot of fear going on. We have a solution to that fear. First of all, you guys have been fantastic with your optimism out there. Please keep that going. I think everybody needs that. But also make sure you share that you have a solution, okay, to what's been going on. So those are the main things. So let's go back to our cornerstones. The cornerstones of what we do, right? We have client acquisition, client support, coach acquisition, coach support. And through those 4 components, right, we have the core of what our business is all about, all right? With coach acquisition, it's so much of it. You do get coaches coming in from the business world that are looking for something different. However, okay, a lot of where we get our coaches are from our clients. So remember that. Moving on, mindset is key. Okay, Sarah was talking a little bit about Sarah, you set everything up perfectly for me tonight. But mindset is key. You have to wake up. Like I've been waking up every day since we talked last week. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a great opportunity for us. It's going to be hard, but it's going to be a good opportunity for us because people are going to see that we have something, we have a business, we have revenue stream that they can have in this period, okay? So mindset is key. Mindset, knowing that you have the goods. And I think you all understand that. You have a program that you've all been successful on. I'm looking at the screen here. Every one of you have been successful on this program, okay? We've got to shout that from the mountaintops, okay? And walk into a room or show up online with the confidence, okay, that we've got the best thing going, okay? Because that shows immensely to clients and coach candidates out there. All right. So again, a really big thing is so much about the way you show up and your mindset and being positive out there that, again, you have something well. And then just do it. That was the other thing. Nike, right? Just do it. One of the things, don't be fearful. You're going to trip up. I've done it. You know, you're gonna say the wrong thing. That's going to push maybe somebody away, but that gets you closer to the next candidate and saying the right thing. All right. You may push them away in your language, but if you know something went wrong, that's great. If you're not sure, that's a great opportunity to get to with your coach and say, you know, I think I bombed on a Coach Explore today. Tell me about that, you know, and we'll go through and we'll try to identify what's going on. Okay. So be open that we all make mistakes, and the only way we get better is by keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. Some other things I wanted to share about what you believe, okay? Again, that sponsoring is the future of your business, okay? If you're not sponsoring clients, okay, your business isn't going to grow exponentially to where you want it to go. So look at your dreams right now and look at where you want your business to be, All right. And if you're not sponsoring clients, okay, and it doesn't match up to your dream, you've got a problem. Okay, you've got a problem. If you're just saying, okay, I just want to coach a couple of clients, and that's fine, and then that's your dream, and that's good. And if you're coaching those clients, perfect. That's a match, because we're not trying to grow people that don't want to grow. All right. But if you want X and you're trying to get there and you don't know why you're not getting there, I guarantee a lot of it is about sponsoring. Okay. It's about talking about the business and talking about what it can do for you from that standpoint and getting you to your dreams. Again, another opportunity when you meet with your coach to say, how are you sponsoring? And your map is so important as far as identifying, again, candidates that could be potential coaches from that standpoint. All right, now we're going to move forward, and this is the participation portion of our program, because I don't like hearing myself talk. So what are reasons for becoming a coach? Please drop it out there in the chat and tell me some of the reasons for becoming a coach. Purpose, very good, thank you. Accountability, excellent. Impact, travel, fun, Carol, nice. Income, again, you know, right now, again, I can't tell you how many people are scared right now financially. Financially helping my family, yes. Becoming independent of other people, yep. Helping other people, keeps you honest with food, yep. Want everybody to experience what you have, absolutely. You know, and those are all perfect. Those are great reasons. So when my only suggestion would be, okay, when you're talking to people, make sure you tune in for that, okay, and ask questions that'll help them identify what their need is, okay, from that standpoint. And these are all great things to share. If they're not sure, these are great things to share as far as what coaching can bring to their life. Let's see. Moving on to the next participation, looking for qualities in coaches. So if I can have you all type in, what qualities are you looking for in individuals that would be good coaches? Compassionate, driven, loves people, excited, patient, very good, busy people, a heart for others, excellent. Refuse to quit, I like that. Social, very good. Awesome. Positivity and sphere of influence, excellent. Compassionate. Well, that's perfect. And again, one of the things, you know, as far as the qualities, you guys got it. I mean, those are all excellent qualities that would say, hey, you know, I want to have this conversation. I want to go forward with this individual to see if they have further interest in becoming a coach, because they have, you know, hopefully they have more than just one. But again, they have qualities that would make themselves, again, a good candidate to become a coach. Now, I want to talk a little bit about emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is really important as far as, again, you know, we talked about, you know, being able to be teachable. Pat Daniel, thank you. You know, that's the kind of stuff we want to make sure people have the emotional intelligence. When I hear that, especially in our business, the ability to listen. The ability to listen is probably, in my mind, one of the top skills we need as well. All right? Because if they don't listen, they're never going to hear what are the challenges or what are the pains that our clients have, or what are the coach's potentials actually looking for. So again, that's a good quality to remember, but also that's a big part of what I consider emotional intelligence, the ability to listen and respond in the proper way. So with that, I've asked my friend Lauren, okay, my partner in crime. She has a fantastic business, I think many of you know, and she's done a really good job in identifying potential coach candidates. So tonight, I just wanted her to share a little bit of kind of what she sees and how she attracts some of the coaches. And Lauren, we are so glad you're back. And we're glad you're back. And tell us a little bit more about your coaches.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. I missed you guys. So yeah, I think I totally I loved what Larry shared. I think there's so many great tips in there. And I think so much of it for me has been mindset. To be honest with you, when I started coaching, it was almost 2 years ago now. And was on a client for about a month when I started coaching. And I said no a couple times before I said yes. And I was a busy person. I had a 1-year-old. I had a full-time job, and anyway, my mindset was on coaching clients, and I was so passionate about coaching clients because I had such an incredible experience as a client. And then once I, started really getting into coaching, I saw what was possible with coaching, and I saw the freedoms it was already bringing to me as a coach. And so honestly, convention was a big turning point for me in my mindset, just because I saw the gift of coaching, and I saw how much coaching was already changing my world within the matter of a few months. And so I think so much of it is passion. And so much of it, I think for me, has been, I'm excited. Like, I want people to have this gift. My life is completely different because of coaching, just like my life was completely different because of being a client. And I wanted to share that with people. And so I think that's when I really started to experience growth in my business. That's when I really started to see that the ripple effect is real and how much more people I could impact when I was bringing on coaches. And I think I wanted to kind of share a little bit about 3 different scenarios that I've had with bringing on coaches. One of them was a coach who I forgot to bring it up in the health assessment about the 5th component, about how really becoming a coach is kind of the 5th component of the program. And I forgot to bring it up, and I was beating myself up about it. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to email her. I saw incredible potential with her. She had a sphere of influence. She's a nurse practitioner. I've known her for a long time. She's just such a bubbly, fun personality. And so I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to email her, and I'm just going to tell her, hey, by the way, I know you're talking to your husband about this, but I just want you to know that I think you would make an incredible coach, and I would love to share more about that opportunity. She emailed me back like 3 minutes later and was like, if I have any success on this program at all, I would love to sign up to be a coach. And she became a coach a week later. So whenever you have that gut feeling of like, ooh, I really feel like this person would make a great coach, don't listen to that thinking and listen to that feeling and go after that, because there's a reason you have that gut instinct. And then I've had a lot of situations like this where I saw that potential for a long time before that person saw their potential in themselves. And one of those people is Myrna, who's not on the call tonight, but you guys all know her. And she was experiencing incredible success on the program. She just was such a rock star on the program, but I could tell there was a lot of insecurity about, she's kind of can be a little bit introverted at times. And I knew she had a sphere of influence. She's a teacher, but she wasn't ready for a long time to get started as a coach. And once she did, even in the first 5 calls that we did, I don't think any of those people signed up to be a client right away, but yet she stayed consistent. And now she's been a steady a coach of mine for 1.5 years. And so, with those people who, when they say no and you think you said the wrong thing, keep talking about it, because I promise you there will be an opportunity and they will continue to hear what you're saying. And many of those people will become coaches. Meg, I think, said no, 8 times or something before she said yes. I said no twice before I said yes to coaching. So even if you say the wrong thing, don't worry, keep trying, because just like when we talk to our clients, potential clients, we know that no is usually a not yet. And same goes for bringing on coaches. And so I think let them see your passion, let them see your excitement for coaching, how coaching has changed your world. And if you're not 100% sure how coaching has changed your world, think about that, dwell on that, and get excited about it, and then that's going to radiate through the way that you talk to people, the way that you connect with people, and make it fun. I really try to engage and have fun, get connected with my clients, not just about this, but, spend a couple minutes talking with them about their world, what's going on in their world, their family, so that you can connect to them and see those needs. Because sometimes if all you're talking about is the program itself, you may not really see the needs that they have in their world of how coaching could really make an impact. So I really try to take some time to really just connect to them as a person as well, so that I know and can see how this could really affect their world and impact their world. Keep bringing it up. Don't be afraid. Keep bringing it up. And talk about this early and often. I now bring this up every time on my health assessment, and really that has made a huge impact, so that it's already in their mind and planted in their mind before they even start as a client. So I think my time's probably up, but I could talk about this forever. So
no, Lauren, that was perfect. And thank you so much. Again, you've done a fantastic job with your team. And again, what I love about it too, again, it's about having fun. It's about being almost contagious, I hate to use that word right now, but almost being contagious as far as your enthusiasm and your passion for people. You said passion earlier, so let's stick with that. But thank you again for jumping in tonight. Appreciate you. And so as I wrap up tonight, just again, where can you find coaches? Really anywhere. Not that we can go out right now and really socialize that much with people, but again, socialize online, reach out to people and ask them how they're doing. And please use this forum, use Zoom, because I think people are isolated right now and they're probably going to become more isolated. So by connecting by Zoom, I think is a real winner right now. So an old friend you haven't connected with in a while, Zoom them and just see how they're doing, because I think they'll really enjoy just seeing you and having a conversation with you. So that's all I got, as we're just about out of time. Dee, what did you have?
Yeah, so thanks you guys for being on. I mean, this was the hardest turning point for me. I can be honest with you guys, right, about my business. I mean, this was a hard turning point for me. I was really good at supporting clients, converting to coaches. And the number one thing I will say is when we can get out of our head and focus on other people. Get out of our head that you've got to say the right thing, show up a certain way or whatever, and really zero in on other people. On my Strength Finder, people skills is not one of mine, but it's something that we can work on, right? And when I learned to work on that in relationships, it was a game changer. So that might be where a shift is needed, maybe.
All righty. Well, it's 8 o'clock. We got to get over to Dr. A. I'm sure he'll have some encouraging words as well. You guys are doing great. Again, numbers look good this month. So please do not think that things are all stopped out there. Numbers are looking good. Continue to connect with your clients and your coaches and stay positive. Fear not. Fear not. And we love you guys. We'll talk to you next week, and reach out to us if you have any questions.
Yep. Be the light out there, you guys. We love you. We'll see you next week.
Bye.